Hello, my name is Jonathan. Welcome to Manitowoc Ice Factory Service Training Center. We're going to do another short, quick video here on taking another Flaker Nugget evaporator apart to inspect it for scale or looking for bearing damage, or maybe you're just replacing a water sill. So today I've got a top discharge evaporator where the ice comes out of the top rather than the side. I've removed the evaporator from the ice machine, completely removed it from the cabinet. You don't have to. I've only done this so you can see it a little bit easier. You can keep your refrigeration tubes connected to it and your water tubes hooked up, but you've got to remove it from the cabinet just to show you how it's done out here. I've also already removed the chutes, the plastic chutes on the top of this evaporator where the ice goes down into the bin. So I've removed that already just to make it a little bit easier for you to see. So I'm going to take this apart a little bit. On the top of the evaporator, you'll see this long blade, different sizes for different evaporators. This is called your ice wiper on top of the evaporator, and it goes over the discharge hole where the ice comes out. I'm going to leave it on there for now, and I'm going to take these metric hex head screws out the top of this centerpiece. So I'm going to undo this screw on the left side, and I've already taken most of them out just to speed this up a little bit for you. Take out this other metric screw on the other side, and then this plate will come loose right here, and you can see how it won't come over the ice wiper at this point. So then I can undo the ice wiper, and it just unscrews off the top of the auger assembly. So I'm going to take this wiper off. I'm going to take this top plate out the way now. And then I'm going to take my auger out. Now, so a trick I learned is if you put the ice wiper back in, it makes it a little bit easier to grab this auger and lift it out the evaporator assembly. So out comes the auger evaporator assembly. I'm looking for scale on here, making sure it's nice and clean and shiny like this one. And then I have a water sill on the bottom of the auger here too. I'm looking for dents and divots in that white water sill, making sure it looks pretty good. It's good for the life of the ice machine, so you don't have to do any certain change outs at 3 years or 2 years or inspect it. It's good for the life of the ice machine. So I'm going to move this auger out the way, and then we'll take a look at the lower side of this evaporator. You can see my little drain tube here, which I've cut off just so you can see. Before you take all this out, this is going to be full of water, so turn the water off to your ice machine and drain it out of water on the tube. I'm going to take these metric bolts out the bottom of this ice machine. And then I'm going to lift the lower portion up. Again, you can keep the refrigeration lines connected at this point. You don't have to remove refrigerant or cut the lines or anything like that. We're just going to lift it up and pull it up to about here with lines on it. I got the luxury of showing you what it looks like from underneath. And as you can see, this bearing is already out the bottom of this evaporator. It just slips right out the bottom of the evaporator. I want to take the lower bearing assembly out, lower bearing housing assembly out, and it's held in by an O-ring. So I can just slip a screwdriver in the gap once I make it, and then remove the assembly from the lower part of the evaporator. So there's the lower part of the assembly, which holds the bottom of the water sill. So it holds the other side of the water sill, and it holds a lower bearing. Now, the nice thing about this evaporator is if the bearing does become seized in here, you can change out the whole lower bearing housing and replace the bearing, so you don't have to throw an evaporator away just because it has a seized bearing on the lower half of the evaporator. And I might change this bearing if it feels notchy or gritty as I turn it in my fingers, and then I'm going to reassemble the whole assembly on that unit. So there you have it. That's removing the parts from a Manitowoc Flaker or Nugget on your ice machine. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you again next time.